Let's now move on to the next screen, which is the order details. And what we want to do is select this navbar, Control C to copy it, Control V right here, right click guides, copy guides, and right click guides, paste guides, same like we did in all the other screens. Next up, what we want is some text, and let me quickly find the text that I want, or maybe we can just select this one. So product name and one line of text, Control C, paste it right here. And what we want to do is position this like so. And right here, we are going to write in total. And for here, we're going to write in order details like so. And I'm going to position total right here, order details as it is, and place them 1, 2, 3, 40 pixels down. Next up, we're going to create 3 different cards and a button down below, because we want to display what's added inside of our card, and these are our order details. So first things first, let's create the card. So I'm going to quickly draw a rectangle, remove the border, use the same color for all of these, so it's this one. And let's give it a corner radius of 5 and use 335 147 for this. And I'm going to round it up, so move it right here 1, 2, 3, 4 and give it 40 pixels, so nice big gap right here. Next up, what we want is to create an image inside, so I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate this one. I'm going to make it white, just simply scale it down a bit and maybe use dimensions of 140 with, let's say, 122, something like that. And we're going to make it like this in the middle and position it maybe 10 pixels from the left. Now what we need to create right here is the name, price and amount. So I'm going to simply select these ones, Control D to duplicate them, and then move them right below. Jump into my layers panel just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move these 2 down, and we are going to start order this in just a second, but let's first quickly create a name, which will be the name of our product. This is going to be the price, so let's use 24 for example. And finally, right here below, we're going to create a simple frame with the number inside as well as the arrow. So I'm going to use 1. And what we need is a down arrow, so we can jump right here, select the down arrow, Control C, jump back in, Control V to paste it in, and we can position them in the same height, so like this. And what we need to create right now is this frame. And to do that, it's really going to be a simple frame. So let's use a rectangle tool and create a simple frame with no fill, just border color. And for the border color, we can use this color right here. Now for the frame, we can use, for example, 30 by 30, something like this, so nice and big. And we're going to make 2 frames, so Control D, and make sure they overlap right here, so not like this side by side, but so they overlap and we don't see this line right here. So I'm going to position these 2 in the middle like so, position the arrow right here and position the number right here in the middle. So what we have right here is we have the name of the product, we have the price of the product, and we have the amount. So they can click right here and choose. So this is good, for example, as I explained in the printable wireframes video. If they want to choose 4 chairs, for example, they can do it from here. If they want, for example, to buy vases, maybe they want 6. If they want ashtrays and smaller items, they can pick whichever amount they want. So when they click this arrow, pop-up dialog will pop up, and then they will be able to select as many items as they want. So let's quickly order these ones. So let's choose frame, write the same right here, and let's quickly order these. So we need these to be right here, one above this one, and we need our down arrow above this one. So Control G to group them, and maybe we can write in amount. Next up, we need price, which will go above, and we need the name, which will go above. We're going to move them all the way down. So what we have right here is the image, and finally card BG, so that we can know which layer is which. Next up, we can select these ones, make them align to the left, and maybe we can play around with some spacing. So let's position it like so until they meet right here, 10 pixels, and do the same for this bottom part. So like here, 10 pixels as well. Select all of them, Control G, and select the BG, and select it, and simply position it in the middle. Ungroup these, and what we want is to align them with the right edge of the image, and simply hit 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe even 2. It's good enough for now. So as I explained in the previous videos, this is just a wireframe, so you can edit all of these elements up as you go along, as you add images. Sometimes if you add drop shadows, you have to increase the spacings and then go back and increase the other ones. But because we created a steady spacing structure, so we have usually 10, 20, or maybe 40 pixels between elements, it's really easy for you to then jump back and reposition them if needed. So let's quickly group all of these up. Control G, and call it card 1, for example. Next up, I want to order some of these. So we have status bar at the top, nav bar just below, order details, total. We have card 1, Control D, and Control D once again. So I'm going to move these two a bit down until they meet right here. Shift 1, 2, so 20 pixels. Call this card 2. And finally, for this third one, do the same, 1, 2. And what we need finally is a button. So we're going to use this button, Control C, Control V right here. And what we're going to write right here is proceed to payment. Because if the users are happy with their selection, they're going to proceed to payment. And then on the next screen, they're going to choose their payment options. So it's either credit card or PayPal. And that's the screen that we're going to design next. So I'll see you there.